Ganda, no? May naglilinis lang sa background, pero ang ganda, no? Oh my gosh. This is such a nice view. Okay, imagine just sitting here, lounging with your family and friends, making drinks here, water, and serving it here, having a dip in the pool, and then having that view. But if you thought this was nice, you should wait until we see the upper floors. Pwede na ba yun? Excited because today we get to go around this house and lot for sale in Ayala Heights, Quezon City. But first, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and click on the bell so you get notified for whenever we release new YouTube videos. We're on Facebook, so make sure you hit like and see first, and follow us on Instagram at Presello_official. My name is Julia, and welcome to another Presello open house tour. And just in case you're wondering, yes, that was a car that just drove by, but also the mic might be picking up some of the nature sounds. So that's what's really nice about this neighborhood. There are lots of trees, lots of birds, and crickets. Okay, so your facade, to be quite frank, is very striking. From the street, it really will grab your attention because it's this modern, multi-layered, multi-textured home. Okay, so instead of going through the pedestrian gate, let's go through the carport. So you have here some manual gates, and they open up to a carport that can fit about 3 to 4, depending on what kind of vehicles you have. So 3 vehicles comfortably, 4 if you have sedans. Although because of that layer over there, which is actually your male staff quarters, bigger cars might not fit under that. So it depends. But still, 3 to 4 vehicles, that's a lot of space. Over by the side, you have access to, well, the side, we'll go to that later on. And then over here, we have 2 steps up that lead to your main entrance and your garden. It had just rained quite hard earlier, so medyo maputik pa. So please excuse that, but nonetheless, it is a beautiful looking and landscaped garden. Okay, so over here we have a nice and solid wooden door. Now this is actually solid mahogany. Now take note of that because I will mention something else about the doors later on. Okay, so upon entering here in your foyer, we have a door immediately to your left. And this one leads you to your office. So you have this much space, right? And you have 2 windows on these 2 walls, and you have this accent wall over here that has these vertical wood accents. You're gonna see more of this later on, and I'll talk about it later on, but for now, just keep that in mind. Okay, so a few steps down, and we'll reach another door. And this time, it's your guest Well, it's not a powder room, it's a complete toilet and bath. So you have your sink, your water closet, and your enclosed shower space. I love also that there is a window here at the end, which means you don't really need ventilation because that is the ventilation and it lets light in. And now this is your living area. So your kitchen, your dining, and your living, all in one open space that only has this in the middle to kind of build excitement as to what the view is behind it. Okay, so in this area, well, you have more windows, floor-to-ceiling windows. You have more of the light shining through, creating these dramatic shadows, especially during different times of the day. And then this wall is filled again with sliding doors and windows that has a view. Thanks to this balcony. Let's go out. Wow, ang lakas ng tunog nung ano. Dinig ba yun? Sa mic? Yeah, dinig. Yeah, that's nature, guys. Okay, so from here, from your balcony, this is what you'll be looking at, the Antipolo Mountains, and it is gorgeous. Basically, majority of what you're seeing is sky, mountains, land. And then from here, you can then see your kitchen. So this is your dining area generally. You're living in your dining, and then this is your kitchen. And wow, you've got lots of counter space. You've got a jet black granite countertop over here for an island counter with a sink. Mind you, this one has some really nice texture in it. Right? You have a matte black faucet and this really nice sink. It's almost powder coated. It's actually quite similar to a lot of the newer houses that we've seen lately. Comment down below if you can name a house tour, right? And then over here, of course, we have more of the sleek goodness. So your range, cabinetry, your counter again, all very, very dramatic against your honeycomb tiles here in the back that acts as your backsplash. This is, of course, your provision for your refrigerator. And then more storage. Now, this one actually is for your built-in microwave and oven. So, meron na rin naman siyang abang. So, no problems there. Okay. Oh, and just to point out something that Josh in particular liked, the track lights. So, it's just a nice touch above your kitchen counter. You can actually move those lights around to spotlight whatever it is that you want to highlight. It could be the one cooking in here, or if you have a particular artwork that you want to display maybe above your cupboards or on the cupboards themselves, you can direct the light there. Okay, this is your main stairs. Pretty nice, right? But before that, make sure you hit like and click subscribe. And if you've been enjoying this house so far, make sure you share this video to your friends. And also, if you need help selling your property, make sure you go to our website and click on the link, Sell My Property. Oh wait, sorry, I forgot something. So from your kitchen, we have a side access that leads back out into your vehicle carport. So that's there for convenience sake. Pag park mo and you need to bring down your groceries, you just go through this door instead of the main door. And then you also have you can just look down. Yeah, stairs that lead to the lower ground, which of course we are gonna get to. It's so nice, right? The different levels of the ceiling, of the floor, the textures that you see, it's very unique. Even here in the stairs, look how it's nicely framed. Right, so you have your tiles over here and then wood that just frames your staircase. And then just to offset all of that wood, you have this really nice metal handrail with these almost high tension wire looking, well actually I feel like they are high tension wires, but they definitely look the part. And it just looks so cool and minimalist at the same time. Also, one other thing about the stairs, apart from how nice it looks from the top, look at how nice it looks from the side. It actually has that detail. So it's not just a plain wooden slab. There's artistry in it. Okay, so this is one of many walls around the entire house that is, well, basically cement finish. So it's like a raw cement finish. It's very trendy right now, and it has been for years. Hopefully we see more of it in the coming years, because I personally really enjoy this kind of aesthetic. Okay, so just before we reach the lower ground, there's a door over here for storage. No, it's a storage room, but you've still got cove lighting. It's pretty cool. It extends all the way here with a little nook at the end, and it still has a window. Okay, now we're finally at the lower ground, and let me tell you, it's nice. Okay, try not to show that yet. Show this one first. So we have here one of the bedrooms. And look at how high ceiling this room is. It's crazy. It's so nice. It feels so luxurious. Also because of the windows. So you have here windows that are almost floor to ceiling. This is about, I don't know, maybe 0.50 or 0.60 off the ground, meters off the ground. And it's just, when the light hits here just right, oh my gosh, sobrang maaliwalas. Actually, kaya ko lang araw maaliwalas. And then again with the textures. So you've got white walls, and then your cement finished texture over here as an accent. And then you have an ensuite, toilet and bath with your sink, water closet, and your shower space. Now what's nice actually is you can see that this is under the stairs. So you have a bit of that detail over here that just makes the place look more interesting. And still, you have cove lighting. And there's another thing that I noticed in this house. So I don't know if we can show it, but check out the wall. Is that a weird thing to show? But notice anything? It's diffused. It's not shiny. It's matte. It's a matte white, almost like an eggshell. It literally feels like an eggshell, okay? If you've ever touched fresh eggs, that's what it feels like. A little rough, a little textured, matte and diffused. And that's what makes the room feel softer, you know? So it has all of these sharp lines and angles, but it feels soft and diffused because of that matte paint. Okay, once you leave the room, this is what will welcome you. Your second kitchen with a view of your swimming pool and again, the mountains. Now you could consider this as a second kitchen, mainly because you have, again, this beautiful sink, an island counter, lots of counter space. But I think this is more suited to be something like a bar, right? It feels more like a bar, something that you could showcase and use to entertain people, where, you know, your drinks, your cocktails might be, etc. Your chiller, and where you can display maybe some of your nice china. Then imagine a seating setup over here. Open this up, and then you've got an infinity pool. Over here we have the really nice shower fixture. It's in brushed steel, by the way. It's very, very chic, especially when you touch it. It's the kind na hindi... You know how there are certain kinds of steel na nagkaka-watermark? So this is a little more resistant to that. Yeah, it's brushed steel. It's brushed metal. And imagine taking a shower here with this view. It's so cool! And then you jump into the pool. And then these, as well as the one behind John. So over here. These are solid wood. Baka mahulog ka dyan. Okay. These are solid wood mahogany. All of this. But take note, it's recycled mahogany. So these were sustainably sourced. Okay? So these, all of the wood that you will see, actually, let me show you one. So see those accents, right? These are very common in newer houses today. Well, usually though they make theirs out of PVC, this one is made out of solid wood mahogany as well. So all of the accents that you see here, the ones on the ceiling, the ones on the walls, and even the main door are all made from recycled mahogany. You know what's not made out of mahogany? All the doors, except the main entrance. These are made out of recycled Narra. So again, all of the wood here is sustainably sourced. Speaking of this door though, I mean, we're here anyways. This one leads out to the side. So if you remember the stairs that we saw from the carport, right? So we look down a set of stairs. This is where it lands to the service area. So nandito rin yung abang for your laundry. So lots of faucets and outlets for your washing machine and dryer. This is also where you might want to put your outdoor units. Actually, nandiyan na nga isa. And it's up to you if you want to put an awning so that you can hang your clothes, but I mean, again, it's up to you. Also, in this area, we have the staff quarters. Okay, so there's a window over there, and then basically lots of space here. And then an ensuite, toilet and bath. I apologize for the echo. It's very echoey right now because there's nothing in here. As you know, an empty room would cause echoes. Okay. Let's just appreciate that ceiling right about now. So, meron ng mga abangan you can put chandeliers or any kind of drop light or fixture that you might want to put or incorporate that's more to your taste. Pero meron na rin mga built-in speakers. So those are already included, as well as, of course, your air conditioning units, which is right over there. Okay, so that is it for the lower ground. Let's head back up to the upper ground and then on the second floor. Oh, look at how clean this looks. This house is also featured in spot.ph must-see spaces. If you want to see more of this house, make sure you check the link in the description below. So here on the second, or the mezzanine or the landing in between the upper ground and the second floor, we have this really nice window that's floor to ceiling. So it lets in a lot of light and just adds so much character to this entire area. That, and you have some nice ceiling accents, which again has a bang for the chandelier that you're definitely gonna put in there. Okay, so on the second floor, we have this open area, perfect for your, well, family area. So a nice couch or seating setup over here with a TV, entertainment, where the family can get together. That's not quite your living room. From here, we have sliding doors that has yet another balcony access. Man, and if you thought that the view downstairs is great, it's even better. Look at that. Sky, trees, mountains. Best part, you also see the wood and the rest of your house on this floor. It's pretty amazing stuff. Also, this tree is part of this house. So this beautiful plant that's adding to the scenery is part of your property. Okay, let's head back in. Okay, so from here, we can then go to the bedrooms. Let's go through this one first. All right. Notice anything dramatic? It's probably the dark walls, right? Actually, these are the same cement finish walls that we saw downstairs, except those were in medium gray and this is in dark gray, but they're basically the same. Hopefully you can see the texture because it's pretty, it's very interesting. It's rough, very industrial, but still very sleek. Okay, and that creates this drama, this contrast with the windows. Kaya pag tumingin ka sa bintana, parang sobrang picturesque niya because this is a dark wall. You don't really see it when you look out the window. And that's the whole point of the design. Okay, so that's on this side, which of course you have access to the balcony as well. On this side, we have built-in desks, or a built-in desk. It's one huge desk with some storage and shelving. You also have your AC unit and some ceiling detail. On that side, we have some entertainment shelves installed. Also in that nice matte black to go well with your dark gray cement finish. And then for more black, let's come into the walk-in closet because this looks like something my clothes would absolutely get lost in. If I put in my black clothes in here, I wouldn't see it because everything's black. So these are sliding glass panels. And inside you have matte black storage for your clothes. So these are your hanging rods. Someone's calling. You've got your drawers, your shelves, your mirrors over here. Okay, they're just mirrors. And then you have more storage over here. On this side, to complement the matte black, we have wooden laminates for your shelves, desk, drawers, and more of your display. So this display is more for your perfumes, your eyeglasses, etc. The smaller accessories that you might want to display in there. And this is your actual toilet and bath. Your water closet, your enclosed shower space. I'm just going in here for scale. Your bathtub, which is nice and modern, mind you. It's very sleek, very minimal lines, but it's actually quite a huge bathtub. It doesn't look big, but it is. Then over here we have a similar looking sink. Of course it's in black, that one's in white, but their design idea is almost similar, so they work together. It's nice, right? And then you have a lot of counter space for him and her. Then going back out into the hallway. Instead of track lights, we now have cove lights here in strips. So it just adds to that visual treat that you experience when you walk down this hallway. Okay, now this door is storage. Oh, in fairness, may ilaw na. Alright, so you have this much space for storage. It also has the manhole for your access to the roof in case you need to maintain anything, which, you always do. So that's there. And then right next to that is another bedroom. Okay, so as we go in here, you'll see that the layout is completely different. So you have here your entertainment shelf and desk, your AC. And then on this side, we have that gray cement finish. Now the difference with this room and the other room obviously are the windows. So these are more private. They're higher up. You can't really see on the street level, but you can see the trees. And more importantly, you can let the air in. So this was purposely done because this is in the front of the property, and they don't really want to make or put windows at the very facade for privacy, since this is a bedroom. And then over here we have an ensuite, toilet and bath. So your sink, your water closet, and your shower space. Now you're wondering now, Julia, kakasabi mo lang ayaw lagyan ng bintana for privacy. Ano to? You can't see from the outside. So there's that. There is a window, but it's still quite private. And that brings in a lot of light in the morning. Okay. On this opposite side, we have your matte black wardrobe. So this one opens this way, and this one opens this way. I'm just demonstrating because it might not be very clear, because right now I feel like I'm blending into the background. I probably am. John is smiling. Okay. And across this room, we have the final bedroom. And yeah, this much space. So you have an accent wall over here that again is made out of the gray cement finish, mostly for your entertainment. And then on this other side, again, you have, I was mistaken, that's where the bed goes. That's where the bed goes, your table lamp, your side tables, and then this is the entertainment shelf where your TV goes. Again, you have the mahogany decor here, the accent, and then your built-in desk. And of course, your ensuite, toilet and bath. So we have an enclosed shower space, again, with a window, your water closet, and your sink. Now, just in case it doesn't look very obvious, because it probably doesn't, that wall isn't just black, it's actually wardrobe space. So hopefully you can see it. Ayaw magpanin dyan. Nakita talaga kayo eh. So that's wardrobe space. Okay, that is about everything. Just look at that though. Like when you're here and you're looking out into the sliding doors, all you see are trees. How nice is that? Okay, I think that's about it. I don't think we missed anything. So it's time for a recap.
Meron pa, yung garden sa baba.
Oh,
Yung sa...
right. It's the garden. Let's go to the garden. That's where we'll do the recap. And so back into the pool. Well, not into, but like around the pool. And if you've ever wondered where the water of the infinity pools go, well, it goes over the side. So here we have a lower ground still for a garden. So right now it's empty, but just imagine the kind of landscaping that you could do with it, right? And of course you have the view of the waterfall thanks to the infinity pool over to that side. Okay, and one last nice little nook in this house is this area. So you have 2 steps down, and it's really nice wood, mind you. And then that's just looking down. Well, when you look up, you then can see so many layers and textures. You've got your mahogany wood, you've got plants, you've got the cement finish, you've got so many lines and angles, and it's just so interesting. And then here we have a nice little bonsai garden. Okay, there's literally just one bonsai right now, but just imagine. Okay, let's do a recap. So you might have been wondering just how big this space is. It is actually quite big because you've got 820 square meters of floor area and then 480 square meters of lot area. 5 bedrooms. Yeah, only 5 bedrooms for all of that space. That's the reason why everything feels so ginormous in this house. 5 bedrooms with 5 ensuite toilet and baths. You also have your male and female staff quarters. You've got a swimming pool. You've got a really nice upper ground level for entertaining. But then if you really want to entertain, you can go to the lower ground with that bar and that kitchen with the swimming pool and everything. Oh, so sweet. And all of the floors have that sweet view of the mountains. And also you have a 3 to 4 vehicle carport, depending on what kind of vehicles that you have. And all of this is in Ayala Heights, Quezon City. Who would have thought, right? That in Quezon City, you can afford to have a house like this with a view like that. Okay, so if you're anyone you know is interested in a place like this, and I really hope you are because it's really nice, send this video to them, or if you want to see it for yourself, send us a message, or go to our website at www.presello.com. Invest in your future. Invest with us. Invest with Presello. Hey guys, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, make sure you click here. And if you want to see more house tour videos, click right here. And we also have this new thing called Working Lunch with Presello, where I and a few random people talk about a few random things related to real estate. So if you want to join in on the conversation, make sure you click right here.